Hey guys, hola amigos, and today we have a grammar video. We are going to talk about the adjective. Actually, this is just the introduction to adjective. We are going to have a series of videos. Today, I just want to talk about the two most important keys to remember about adjectives in Spanish. So first, we're going to talk about the agreement of gender and number and the placement of the adjective. So let's start with the agreement of gender and number. So first, we have to remember that in Spanish, nouns are always feminine or masculine. Okay, that's easy. We already talked about that before, but I just want you to remember, nouns are always feminine or masculine. Now, for adjectives, most of the time, adjectives are also feminine or masculine. We have few adjectives that are neutral in gender, and I'm going to tell you how to recognize them. So, but however, number agreement in number, there will be always agreement in the number of the noun and the adjective. So let's start with the agreement of gender. So we have, for example, rojo, el color rojo, the color red. So let's have la manzana roja. So la manzana is a singular feminine noun. So the adjective rojo must be in a feminine singular form. It should be roja. La manzana roja. Feminine singular noun, feminine singular adjective. Now let's have masculine singular. El vaso rojo. So we have el vaso singular masculine, and we have the adjective in the singular masculine form, rojo, el vaso rojo. Now let's make the agreement in number with the plural. So we have las manzanas rojas, las manzanas rojas. So you see las manzanas, that's plural feminine, and rojas is the plural feminine form of the adjective. Now, los vasos rojos. So, los vasos, that is the plural masculine noun. Now, rojos is the plural masculine form of the adjective. Okay. Now, I told you there are some adjectives that are neutral, and to recognize them, there are some exceptions, but to recognize them, if it finishes in an A or an O, it means that it has a gender. For example, rojo, roja. Let's say pequeño, pequeña. Okay, so the adjective finished in an O or A, it means that it has a gender. However, if you finish in a consonant or in another vowel, for example, E, let's say inteligente. Inteligente doesn't have a gender. So it will be la niña inteligente, la niña inteligente, el niño inteligente. So you see, for both cases, niña and niño, niña is the feminine singular, niño is the masculine singular. For both is inteligente. Now, yes, this is a gender neutral adjective, but there must be agreement in number. So if we have las niñas inteligentes, los niños inteligentes. So there always will be agreement in number. Singular, singular noun, singular adjective. Plural noun, plural adjective. Now for gender, most of the time there is agreement. There are some cases if the adjective finish in a consonant or in another letter that is not A or O, there is a neutral adjective. Okay, neutral gender adjective. So now we saw already the first key that I wanted you to learn today, that was the agreement between gender and number. Now the placement. If you have taken any Spanish before, or if you are in my class, you already know that the adjective goes most of the time after the noun. So remember the example about the apple? We have the noun la manzana before, first, and then we have the adjective roja after. And I know for some people tell me, oh, this is so confusing. Well, I usually think that it makes more sense in Spanish because it is easier to imagine the object and then change the characteristics of the object. Let's say I said carro o manzana. Let's say manzana. Manzana grande, manzana pequeña, manzana roja, manzana vieja. It's easier to imagine first the object or the noun and then make the characteristics according to the difference that we want to talk about that object or noun. Anyway, however, placing the adjective can be tricky sometimes, few exceptions, when you want to put the adjective before the noun. I'm going to give you a quick example. Mi viejo amigo. Mi viejo amigo. That means my old friend. Not a friend who is old, but a friend of mine, somebody who has been my friend for a long time, right? Mi viejo amigo. However, if I said mi amigo viejo, that means my friend who is old. Mi amigo viejo. That means my friend who is old. So you can, it's tricky because you can place it before or after in some cases. For example, you can say la hermosa niña o la niña hermosa. In that case, usually when you're talking about beauty, you can put it before or after. You can say el guapo chico or el chico guapo. It sounds a little weird to say el guapo chico. It's usually more like el chico guapo or simpático. But, okay, the point that I want to make is if you place the adjective after the noun, most of the time it's going to be correct. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Remember, practice. La práctica hace al maestro. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you have comments, just write them in the comments below. If you want to write some examples, I have gotten some examples to my email. That's good. You can post those questions or sample sentences in the Facebook page. We have a Facebook page now, so you can do that, or here in the comments below. I have some messages in Facebook. If you post it in the wall, it will be better, but anyway, so everybody can benefit from your question. Maybe somebody else has exactly the same question. Okay, guys, so don't forget, if you like this video, just subscribe. Well, I will see you later. And remember, there are other videos following this one about adjective. The next one is about colors, and I'm going to show you a trick to remember about colors. Okay, guys, I will talk to you soon. See you later. Adios. Ciao, ciao.